Oh, hang on. Yep, that would do it. Yep. That's how you remove the one extra dot, is you just make it its own space. Well. Okay, so this has to match with this because of the same color. There's no other black. And this is in the way, so it has to be all the same color. So that's probably all true so far. But that creates a problem because that includes the 4. And including the 4 makes this whole thing have to be 4. And it's not 4. Spoilers. Okay, so this gives me a little 4 purple here. And now this total number is 13, 16, 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 5 is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow! Okay. That might not work. That might not work. That might not work. That might not work. Because this has to not match with any of the things, but I can't make this... I can't surround this with white. So this has to be white. Because these had to be different colors. But I can probably pivot this down here. No. There, that connects around there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fuck. Mouse sensitivity makes me throw off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. Right, it was 16. It's 8, 11, 16. Okay. And this is 4. These have to be in the same shape together. And this has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5. Probably want to just start chopping away at the corners as best I can. I kind of can't. So, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that's definitely 11. Okay, so I need to get rid of one more space, but right now, anywhere I try to do that, it will cut into... It'll cut the two sides apart. And worse, attach to this. And if it attaches to this, then I'm in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm allowed to separate the two halves, but that doesn't seem possible without attaching. It's like this would cut it into 2 pieces, but the problem is that this is only gets 3. Oh, yeah, you can't cut them into 2 pieces because these have to touch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's just That's the faster way to check. I can't cut that space out because it has to be around that one. Okay. I wish we had numbers. I get that the numbers would give away what the puzzle mechanic is when you're trying to figure it out at the beginning, but once you know it, like I'm a little foggy on this, but most other mechanics, like I already get it. So the mystery is pretty quickly about how the mechanic works, and so it just becomes about having to count double-digit numbers over and over again, where every time you move something, everything changes. So these have to be filled in, so I can't make any other path around this part. Blah. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How do I remember? How do I remove 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we already know it's already correct because it doesn't flash. Because this breaks the triangle. Yeah. These break the diamonds. This kills the crab. Can't loop around. I'd considered looping around below this thing, but this is an orange right here, so that determines the boundary. I can remove this and maybe relocate it somewhere else, but that doesn't actually help much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just press it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. I'm like, that kid can't be 16. That's impossible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now this one's way too big. Shit, can I have an undo button? Can I get back to where it was? Something like that. Aha! It clicked. The realization that I can make a little air pocket in the middle, and that would offset exactly what I needed, which is to make this one smaller without making this one bigger. Alright, there we go. Yeah, a lot of these puzzles are made a bit slower by me just having to sit there and fucking count over and over again. Because yeah, the spacebar saves you some time, but only if you're already correct. It's good. It makes it so you don't have to count if you're already correct, but otherwise you lose a lot of time trying to figure out what to do differently. Yeah. So you can't isolate white and black. It just feels like you should do these in order, but you just don't actually have to here. Ha 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 ha. So there's no way to resolve a -1, right? Besides combining it with the positive number and being able to in some way. Okay, so these start off as 8 because it's 9 minus 1, and they have to become 7. And now I just need to set this up to be a series of groups. So there's 4... Yeah, I gotta remember that. So these count as something you can pair with the diamonds of the same color. But like, you're not happy, right? No, the diamond's happy. So some version of this has to happen. It might like weave in some weird direction. Like it seems reasonable to eat up the 2 white ones, and now the other 2 white ones are right. They're also not happy. Now the white ones in the middle are happy. Yep. And you can eat 2 of the black ones. Maybe a different black one. But these 2 white ones can't join this shape because it'll stack with these white ones, and they have to have exactly 2. Because any symbol of the same color does that. And these black ones... So my entire job now is just to remove 2 of the black ones into one shape. Like this. These 2 middle ones, like that. There it is. I thought I was gonna have to do something more like a restructure or something, but no, I was already there. So we have a negative space 5 and a positive space 5. The forced negative and positive space is what forces them to not be one combined shape, because otherwise them being the same color means I could just make it a 10. But the pips are at odds with each other. Seems obvious to combine these, but then these 2 are in opposite corners, and then that causes all sorts of problems. And totally lose my marbles. I can probably turn this into something, right? Maybe like that, because this needs to have 5. Now it has 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems a bit unfixable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Hang on a minute. Oops. Here I remembered to combine it with 1 diamond, and here I just was like, oh yeah, I'd get 2 diamonds together. And didn't think about how the diamonds and the numbers are the same color as each other. So part of the struggle here... Wait, is it just this simple? No, because this one's like this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so these are 6s. But I could just do that to fix that problem. But, no. Yerp, it's only supposed to combine with 1 other symbol. This is a version of that would have worked, except for the fact that I can't fill the side in. So them stopping me from filling this in stops me from making these negative space pairs. So I can't do that, because I can't make these all meaningfully different from each other. I also can't do the opposite, because of this one being forced to be positive color. Kind of feel like something like this might be necessary just to get... Mm-hmm. Something's gonna have to happen. What I'm noticing is that these guys are right next to two neighbors, and it's very hard to differentiate without making the neighbors pair up in some way. But is this the symmetrical pattern? There we go. It was always going to be symmetrical. Okay, so no more color mixing with the dots and the diamonds becoming like this weird mess of asymmetrical rules. I'm safe at long last. Oh, and I seem to be receiving a series of urgent messages and whatnot. Need to, yep. RSVP for various things. There we go. RIP interruption. RIP RSVP. Anyway. Wow, I'm crazy. Not just to work, it won't work. Yahoo! I kind of just like stumbled backwards into that one and realized, yeah, I guess that works. That was a quick one. This whole wall's easy-ish. Not these again. I don't like these. Stop it. They seem to be suggesting that something like this will happen, and that makes it dangerous to believe them. Or maybe something like more like this, because these guys need to be happy together. The issue is, yeah, how do I make these, oh, yeah. I didn't think enough about the fact that these are both white diamonds that are alone in a symbol, so they have to combine like this. So this is the logical way that these shapes connect, but an immediate concern is how to separate them, because they're right next to each other, and you can't use a third color to separate them or anything. This needs to have boundaries, which is easy enough to make on this side, but over here, for example, making a boundary extends that shape, and suddenly it's like, oh, this has to be like this now. Which, that part's doable. That's not a concern yet, but this left side, it's gonna be pretty hard, because if I add... pretty much anything I add underneath creates problems where... if I try to block off the boundary here, that creates this gap here, where I can't leave it like this because this can't go left. There's no more grid. But if I fill it in, this whole thing becomes a shape, and I can't go down by 3 from here. I need a reasonable way to differentiate these shapes. The question is whether I'm even combining the right things. Wait, no. Yeah, they can't rotate, and they have to have 2 diamonds each. So yeah, I was right. I was on the right approach there, I believe. I very briefly got distracted by this like idea that I could go to make 1 diamond symbols again, which is obviously not true. But for just a moment, I get mixed up on the mechanics because sometimes these symbols are the same colors as the diamonds, and that's a thing I've done a lot of times. But they're not the same color, so that's completely off the table. I would like one idea, please. This time I've narrowed the contradiction down to this spot. It's 3, 2, 1, 3, 2. Yep, it's just this square. Both options break it. Because I essentially need to be able to create a corner like this up here, where the two shapes pinch off somewhere. But I don't think I can make this... I don't think I can make this diamond part of this shape. It has to be part of this one, I think. In order to make the symmetrical diamond solutions happen. And they're just so frustratingly close. Did I make it? No. That remains the contradiction. I can't deal with this space. Whew. Let's take a look over here. Okay. No, let's so these are both double neighbors. So the question is whether they're going to be the same color as their neighbor or not. The neighboring dots, I mean. If you were to go across like this, the neighbors would be happy, but this is 6 spaces. Oh, that is actually the number of spaces it is. Then you can't make the symmetrical true at the same time. And I think these spaces, I think these can't share with each other, yeah. No. It's going down there makes that one have too many neighbors. This one's juggling a lot. I don't think the solution's going to be symmetrical. Just because I don't think you can draw clean lines through these things. Like, the instinct to draw a line through here to make it that color happy does not work very well. Both of the flowers are happy. But I can't separate these. Right, I made these the same color now. There we go. But this one's only a 3. I can make this one a 5. Yeah, okay, now it's a 5. Okay. I guess that's symmetrical. Kind of noise. It's a messy, scary night, meow. What do you want from me? Okay. Is there any other shape I can try to build out of this mess? I don't think so. Oh yeah, this one's explicitly forced not to be part of the shape because it's even locked into being the opposite. Okay. Should I be thinking about how to make them... I'm wondering about if I can make them happy without combining the shapes at all. Like, if these shapes don't contain the diamonds, is that a solution? Because containing the diamonds seems kind of impossible from what I've seen so far, so I'm trying to entertain a completely different avenue of just having 2 shapes floating around that maybe help form boundaries to split these into pairs. We choose a bit of challenge. This being set up the way it is, this has to actually doesn't have to expand in any direction. It could just be a dot. No, it's inevitable. Because this is locked in as being purple, or as being orange. I don't know why orange and purple are words that mix up in my mind all the time. But, like, I can't be like, let's go all the way around and draw a line around the outside, because, like, it will connect with the lines at some point. And similarly, going down to connect to this one. It has to you have to draw a line from this to something else. And this one's blocked, and this one's unreasonable because it's so far away. And you have to go past this one either way, so it has to be this one. This pretty much guarantees making a plus sign. Or making a weird C. So this, like, there's just always one square left that is a shared boundary that has to somehow cut off both of them. I'm just not sure how to, like, reshape the shapes to remove that problem. Now this is the new spot. Ooh, okay, come on. The main thing that makes sense is, like... We have the most... What I'm noticing is we have the most space to the right. Not that much space to the right, though. Like, I can't... So maximum space to the right is like this much? I can get that far along. Then so this would be combined. This would be like part of the shape. But I need to be able to cut it off. If I go for a diagonal, can I make that work? Because that's how you make corners. This has to be filled in. Doesn't it? 3, 3. Two, 3. Yes, that extends far enough that it gives me the corner to play with. Yay! Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All of my life. Wow, it's the kissing corner. It's Lover's Cliff, Lover's Reach, Lover's Kissing Crack. What do they call the place you go up to? Overlook Hotel. Haha.